Hi there. Today we want to talk about how it's okay to brag in an interview.
Right. Well, we like to label it selling yourself or making your case,
Mhm.
but whatever you call it, it is your job on an interview to sell yourself.
Mhm.
Actually, that is the most important job that you have on an
It's
interview.
for sure. But still, selling yourself can feel maybe a little bit boastful for you or just generally uncomfortable. And it really is that way with most women, unfortunately.
Well, I think that there is a lot of judgment
Hmm.
around talking about
Hmm.
yourself. And we see this with people that
But
come
I
through our
feel like there's
program
more judgment
on
on
your own part.
women too. Just
Yes.
there's a general thing we're
Yes.
supposed to be more reticent, more deferential, more humble.
Yes.
That was back when we wore aprons and we weren't in the workplace. We can't do that anymore.
Yes.
A-
And we
Yeah.
don't need to have the judgment. We have to release that judgment so that we can really show up and,
Yeah, because
be the best.
if you're uncomfortable doing this, the problem is greater than you not getting a job. It's a problem at scale because when women downplay their accomplishments or don't even mention them at all,
Yep.
the men who feel really comfortable doing this, and there have been countless studies done on it,
Mhm.
they get the job or
Yep.
they get the promotion or they get the raise over the women who may be equally or even more or better qualified.
Exactly.
Right.
So, to make sure that you are playing the interview game right,
And
here,
well,
yes. Yeah. Here are three great
mhm.
ways for you to comfortably brag about yourself on your next
That's
interview.
right. So the first one is hopefully you all have watched our other videos and you have a me file. If not, you're going to start one today. But a me file just includes old performance reviews, letters of recommendation, thank you notes. I mean, I've even printed some out that were sent to me as emails, like
Right.
things that really build you up and help you recognize your value. Looking those over again, both to remind yourself of how great you are and make you feel that kind of confidence, but also to give you language
Yes.
to use when you're describing yourself. In fact, one of the things we teach on our course is this approach of talking about, like with quotes, someone as, I worked with Kelly, and one of the things that she said about me was that I, blah, 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 blah. That might be a more comfortable way. It's almost a third person way of telling me how great you are, of bragging without feeling like you're
Exactly.
bragging. Another thing that's really another helpful tactic, again, that we teach in detail is to just reflect on and practice 2 to 3 stories
Right.
of you, and you do a great job of teaching that whole mindset of you hitting it out of the park, and that's what you usually
Right.
call it, of you saving the day, of you picking up the pieces when the project team fell apart, whatever it is.
Overcoming a major
That's
obstacle.
right, exactly. Getting a big sale, getting a
Mhm.
big win, winning over an audience, or changing the opinion
Yes.
of the audience, whatever it is. But think about those, practice those, and kind of have them in your bag because stories are a great way of bragging without
Yeah.
using those braggy adjectives that you might use to describe yourself. It's just telling a
Right.
story, but it's really impactful.
Right. And I think the last one is the energy that you
Definitely.
bring, right?
Yep.
And how you are doing this. And you want to do it as authentically as you
Hmm.
possibly can, because if you are talking about yourself, you don't want to come across like a meek or make yourself smaller than you really are.
Hmm.
And so, a reframe that we find really helpful for our students is to really think about it from this perspective. You are educating these people about who you are and what you bring to the table. And in this short span of time that you have with them, you want them to understand who you are.
Hmm.
So just shifting that mindset, getting yourself to a place of this is my chance to educate people about who I am. That energy, that authenticity of bragging
Hmm.
won't come through. Instead, it will be you being you.
Hmm. So we hope you liked what you heard today. If you do, we invite you to check us out at www.preparetolaunchu.com to learn more about us. And we'll talk to you next time.